guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So it is time to answer your questions that you left on the previous nursing videos that I did recently. So I've got a lot of questions, guys. See the questions I've got in total 10 questions. I've actually got more than that, but some of those questions I already answered them under the comment section. So these questions are the ones that I know that people might need an explanation about it. So I decided to, do this Q&A because these questions are much and I don't want to take so much of your time. This Q&A session will be in 2 parts. So this is part 1. Look out for part 2. I noticed that you guys don't like long videos. The video that I made, I was 40 minutes. Guys, you see the retention on that video. I don't know. Am I not a good storyteller? So this particular video will not be long. That is why I'm making it into 2 parts. So 5 questions now and 5 questions in the next video. You're seeing my face for the very first time. Hello, my name is Victoria and I'm a Nigerian nurse and vlogger currently residing in the United Kingdom. On this channel, I share my experiences here in the UK. So if you like any of my content, please do not hesitate to like this video, leave me a comment below, share this video with your friends and tap on the subscribe button below. Thank you. So the first question that I got here is what unit is it advised to move to in the NHS from care home, considering one's experiences in the care home? There are a lot of units that you can actually move into, and what will inform or influence the unit you'll be applying to is actually your passion, your desire. What do you want? Like in the care home, it's majorly care of the elderly. So in the NHS, there are particular wards for the elderly. So such wards you might apply to. There are different conditions on that ward. So it might not be a ward that is condition specific, if you get what I mean. So you might apply to those kind of wards, or if you want to be more specific, in the care home, you see people with diabetes. There are people with diabetes. You might want to specialize as a diabetics nurse. You might want to specialize in diabetes nursing. So you might want to be a diabetes nurse and continue from there and just apply to wards or units that are specifically about that. Another thing that is common in care homes is wounds, pressure sore, because some of them are not really moving about. They are very, very prone to pressure sore, and because their skin is also at risk, they easily get pressure sores or pressure ulcers. So if you like something like, if you want to go in that line, you can also go to the NHS as a TVN nurse, that's as a tissue viability nurse. So that's also another option. Another option also is to go straight to the community, work under the NHS as a community nurse. So you'll be assigned to different people, to be their nurse in the community. So instead of them going into the NHS, going to the hospital or going to the GP, you will be the one visiting them. So you can be a community nurse, and community nurses also advance into district nursing. So if you want to join the district nursing team, you start from community nursing, I think. So there are a lot of options. I think if you go straight into the NHS hospitals, you can branch out into different areas, or a GP practice nurse. Those are the ones I can remember now. If you are watching this and you know of any other, please enlighten us and leave us comments in the comment section. Second question says, do I have to start from band 5 if I want to move from care home to NHS after working there for 3 years? I think so. Yeah, I really think so. although I don't think it is cast on stones. I don't think they are rigid about it. But really, most of the time, what I've noticed, and from my discussion with some people who have been in the NHS, is that when there are band 6 positions, the NHS might likely pick someone who already has an NHS experience over somebody who is coming from the care home. So your best bet, your best chance is to start from band 5. But it is not impossible. I believe it is not impossible. And there probably have been people that have started from band 6 when they were coming from the care home. So give it a try. If you see a band 6 role that you are interested in, give it a try. But I believe you should not overlook band 5 roles and, you know, put in more effort to the band 5 roles, because I think you have a higher chance of being hired as a band 5 nurse compared to, you know, being hired as a band 6 nurse. Except you probably have a lot of experience in that band 6 field, like the field they are advertising for in band 6. Like you have previous vast knowledge and experience in that field, then your chances might be higher. So I hope I answered that question. Third question here says, can an elderly experienced nurse get employed in the UK? Yes. As of now, the NMC does not discriminate with age. So as long as you know that you can work and you are willing to work and you have the energy, I believe that you can become a UK nurse. So they don't discriminate. There is no age limit. Fourth question says, what happens when your contract is about to expire? So I believe you are in a care home. So even if you are in the NHS, if your contract is about to expire, what I know is that once your contract expires, you still continue to work for them unless you decide to leave. So once your contract is expired, there are two options basically. You can say, thank you very much, I'm done, I'm no longer working here again, and resign. Or you can continue to work for them. But then, because your contract has expired, you will no longer be bound to them. You will be able to leave anytime. All the clauses of if you leave before your contract expires and all that, blah blah blah, you have to pay this amount of money and all that will be cancelled, because you've already used your term. Is that the right word? A new contract or a new rule will now be in place. So like, you know, when I was telling my story that, you know, because I had to work with them for 5 years, I had to actually give them a 3 months notice before I leave. Now, let's say I finished working for that 5 years with them, and then that 5 years contract expired. A new contract will now come into place. In that contract, it will now be like, oh, if you are leaving, you have to give us 4 weeks notice, or 3 weeks notice, or 2 weeks notice, or 1 week notice, or, you know, or something like that, because they will still expect you to give them some sort of notice before you leave. And once your initial contract expires, I mean, it has expired and you are free. Like you are free to leave, you are free to continue with them, you are free to you are free to make decisions. The next question here is about visa, and this person is asking, what documents will you upload when applying for a new visa or changing jobs? If you are changing your job from one employer to another and you need a sponsorship, the person you are working for before, the company or trust that you are working for before, that you want to leave, they will cease to be your employer, of course. And once they cease to be your employer, they also cease to be your sponsor. That means you need a new sponsor. So that means that your new employer must be ready to sponsor you, to give you certificate of sponsorship. There are some employers in the UK that cannot give certificate of sponsorship. So once they have confirmed to you that yes, they can give you certificate of sponsorship, then it is that certificate of sponsorship that will be required of you to apply. Like, it's a major thing that is required of you to actually process your visa, your work visa, your skilled worker visa here in the United Kingdom. By the time you are applying for your visa and you filled out everything, you've told them who you are, what you do, where you stay, the employer you are working for, and all that. After you have answered all that questions, at the end of it all, they will produce a checklist for you. So you don't have to worry about that. You will get it. You don't have to worry like, oh, what will I put? What will I put? They will give you, like, they will show you, they will ask you to download this checklist. So you will actually be able to download the checklist. You'll be able to download the checklist, and then that is what you make sure that you upload or you take along with you to your biometric capturing. So for me, the document that they requested of me were my proof of registration with the NMC, my passport, and there's something else. I think my BRP. I'm going to leave it here for you guys to see the checklist. I'll leave it here. But in addition to that, because I like to overdo, I added the COS. I added another form of NMC registration. So I gave them 2 proof of NMC registration. So I hope that answers some of your questions. And if you have any addition to what I've already said, please let us know in the comment section. Enlighten us. Let's learn together in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Share this video with your friends, please. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Stay tuned.